It is the start of a new week. It's a Monday. It's actually the last week of July, which is crazy to think about that summer is already almost over. Like we have August left of summer and then it's fall, which is so exciting. But today I'm just going to first focus on some planning for the week, getting everything organized, and then see where the day takes me. I've also updated how I'm kind of doing my journaling and how I set up my bullet journal. I don't really make it creative anymore. It was kind of a lot to come up with a theme every single month, and then before that month happened, create and design all of these pages. And it was fun for like a lot of the time that I was doing it, for like 4 or 5 years, but I felt a lot of burnout from it. So I decided to just do a normal bullet journal setup where I just have the month at the top and then I list all of my tasks. It's a lot easier and I just find it more encouraging for me to actually plan my weeks. So that's what I'm gonna do this morning. I'm gonna grab a drink and then I'm gonna get started on some planning. This morning went by so fast. I was just working on a lot of research and planning for YouTube and also my personal curriculum, which was very fun. And then we had lunch, which was very good. We tried out a new Korean recipe, one that I have not had before. I made the soup and all of the side dishes last night. Then we had it again as leftovers today, and it's very good. I wanted to give a little reading update. I still have like a chapter or two of The Witcher left, which has been so good to read at night right before bed. It's very like fantasy. I feel like that's such a good like genre to read at night, very like magical, and I don't know, it's very cozy and comforting, even though what's happening right now is not very cozy. Another book that I started this weekend is Strike the Zither. This has a very cool premise. It's about Zephyr. She is a strategist for a female warlord, and she actually infiltrates a enemy camp by kind of betraying her own warlordess. Haven't started it yet, but this is my next book up. Once I finish The Witcher or Strike the Zither, I will start this. And this is Shuggy Bane by Douglas Stewart. I am equal parts nervous and excited to start this book just because I have heard that it is amazing writing, but it also devastates you and wrecks you. I read Swimming in the Dark recently and I was like, after reading that book, I cannot read this. I think they're too devastating in their own ways to be read back to back. So I wanted to read something lighthearted. So I picked up Strike the Zither. And yeah, after that, I'm gonna start this. I also wanted to share what books I recently purchased. I got them all off Thrift Books. I've been using them since like college. I hear some people have a bad experience with them, but I have never had a bad experience. I've always gotten the books that I want, and the condition that I bought them at was the one that I received. First book I got was Atala and Renee by Chateaubriand. This is a book that I am going to read for my personal curriculum. I decided that I wanted to read more 19th century Romanticism period in France, like French authors. And so when I was doing research on what I should read, Renee popped up a lot, and I decided just to get a dual book. It's very short, but I'm excited to read this. I got The Idiot by Elif Batuman, and this is a book that I've heard so much about. I have heard that if you don't love Ottessa Moshfegh's writing, that you should try this author out. So I decided to do just that, just because when I was reading Ottessa Moshfegh, I wasn't connecting fully, and I hear that Batuman writes very unrequited love and that sort of soul-crushing experience instead of kind of weird, disgusting, grotesque imagery that Moshfegh would write about. So I'm excited to try this out. I also got The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. Again, I got this for my personal curriculum. I honestly thought it was way longer than this, so I'm excited to dive into this. Again, I really have no idea. I mean, I've like watched the Disney movie, but yeah, I'm excited to read this very gothic novel as fall rolls around. And then my last book is The Painted Veil. This was my favorite book when I was a kid. I mean, like 14, 15-year-old. I probably read it way too young, but I think about this book still to this day, and how, you know, when you read a book when you're younger and it's just so revolutionary, this was that book for me. I don't know why, and I really want to reread it and see if it still evokes the same feeling that I had as a kid. So I am very excited to read this again. That's my little mini haul of books that I have bought recently. I think I'm gonna keep working. I have some book reviews to write. I am putting out a book review video for July, so I'm just doing some research before I record that a little bit later. So yeah, that's my plan. Writing book reviews, for some reason, takes forever. I have like a lot. I think I have like over 20 book reviews to write. I put them off for so long, and trying to go back and write everything down in like detail and express the way I feel is so challenging after you haven't touched that book for a while. It's just crazy that it took me like 2.5 hours to write one review and I wanted to complete 4 today. So I don't know if that's possible, but that's okay. It's good to know that I can take this week to work on just book reviews, and I'll be happy doing that. It's just about to be 4, so I'm gonna finish up a little bit of the second review that I started and then probably move on to something else, because I've just been staring at the computer for so long now. I really want to take a walk today, get some nice fresh air. The weather has been so nice. We had like a week of really hot, humid weather, and then the fires from Canada came and we like couldn't go outside. And so this week is so nice. It's like mid to high 80s at like the peak, and it's sunny. It just feels like good summer weather, not like overly hot. So I'm like really glad. So I really want to make the most of it and go on a walk. This morning, Trevor and I went on a run and then we went to the gym. The run was good. We usually do like 2 miles in the morning. Then we're adding more mileage in on the weekends to make our runs longer. But in the morning, since it's pretty new that we've started this routine, we're just doing like 2 miles, which is still a considerable amount. And then I went to the gym. We have different like strength plans that we've created for ourselves, which is kind of fun to be in the gym but not be doing the same thing. So he's got his own thing, and then I've been just doing leg day at the gym. It's been helping me so much with running. It's crazy. I don't do arm day. I just do push-ups, and I've heard that that's pretty good. I don't really want to lift heavy on my arms because I'm so into running right now that I want not the most muscular arms. But I still want some muscle, so I've just been doing push-ups as like my main workout for my arms, which has been good. Then we came back up here. Oh, I have a smoothie. I've been having this smoothie, I feel like for like 2 months now. It is so good. I talked about it in one of my spring favorites videos and it's still been going strong. I'm gonna have this, probably read a little bit before 9, because that's when I like to start work. My plans for work today is to finish up those book reviews, and I also have a little bit of editing to do. So yeah, I'm gonna read some Strike the Zither and then probably get on to some work until lunchtime. For dessert tonight, we're having these chocolate biscuits. This is the brand. They have like a little sandwich shape to them. And obviously we have to have some milk. I wanted to share my newest knitting project. Before I do so, I just wanted to quickly share my latest finished knit, which is this cute little scarf. I'll show you what it looks like on. I finished this like 2 weeks ago and I was super proud of myself because it's the first finished knit that I've ever done and it turned out super well. I wanted it to be quite short and to just have a little tie like that. I can't wait to wear this during the fall. It's so cute and I love the red color. So that's what it looks like. And then the back has a very tiny triangle. And then I started a new project. I bought on Ravelry a petite knit sweater. This is the Sonia sweater and I started it maybe like a week ago and I'm doing the back yoke currently. So this is the color that I chose. It's a very nice orangey, yellowy mustard color. It's gonna be great for fall. I chose this color because I had it in my yarn stash, so I wanted to use it, but also this is a great fall color and I don't have this color in a sweater. So yeah, that's what I've got going on so far. For the rest of the night, I'm going to work on this, and I just wanted to share what I have been knitting and what I recently finished as an update. I am going to end the vlog here, but thank you so much for watching. This week, I just have a lot of work to do. I don't have any weekend plans, which is pretty nice. I can just chill. The past couple weekends I've spent with family or friends, and while that is so nice, I am such an introvert and sometimes just need a weekend alone to reset. So probably get up to a little bit of gaming on my Switch and probably knitting, of course reading. I hope your week goes well, that you're having a good end of July, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.